All right, so I got the manifold all the way welded up. I had to go to the welding store and get some more gas. So did that earlier today and took like a 3-hour nap. So it's already really laid out, but got the manifold back on, got the turbo on, and we also just got back from O'Reilly's and picked up some like heater hose to rig up a oil return for right now. But yeah, everything should be ready to at least start it up. Got the feet on there, so gonna try to fire it up for the first time. No exhaust and there's no intercooler pipes, but we don't need that for it to run. So yeah, gonna fire it up real quick.
Coming out right there. I need to block that shut.
All right guys, so I stopped by one of our local machine shops to drop off the block for the minivan. As you guys know, I just got this thing sleeved not too long ago, and I have a little surprise. I mean, not really, but we did get the pistons in today, so I'm gonna be dropping the block off with the pistons to get the block line honed to match the pistons. We didn't have the pistons when we sent the block to get it sleeved, so they didn't do any sort of machining on the inside of the sleeves, so they are gonna need to be honed out to match the pistons. So I'm going to be dropping off the pistons with the block so they can get everything you know, fitting correctly and make sure that the piston to wall clearances will be correct. So now that we have the pistons, I can drop everything off and hopefully they'll be able to get it done within the next couple days. And then once that's done, I'll have everything I need to put the motor together. And yeah, so I'm going to get this dropped off and hopefully we'll have that done really soon. So I just got that block dropped off and I'm gonna do some more work on the wagon, see if I can get it driving around at least today. So I got a new exhaust flange and I have some just 2.5-inch stainless, and for now I'm just going to make a downpipe that just points it straight down for now. I did have the full exhaust on it, but I took that off just for right now because it'd be dragging on the ground and I really don't want to spend the time to connect the exhaust all the way through. But I'm gonna get that made for it and also put a bung on there, so I'll have my wideband back. And then I have a 90-degree fitting for the feed line that I need to put on so that doesn't hit on the hood. And then also need to modify this existing intercooler pipe so I can hook that back up and make some boost again. So I think that should be pretty straightforward. I think I can just cut it like right here and that will work just fine. And I might just have to reclock the turbo a little bit. But yeah. Gonna get started on that real quick. So I need to get this thing driving again. I think she's good. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, just got the wideband bung welded on. A lot of people just leave the sensor in when they weld it so it doesn't warp is bad. I also got the downpipe completely welded, so it's ready to go back on the car. It's just going to be a straight down exhaust for now, and now I just got to get the intercooler piping welded up and fix that oil feed, and she'll be ready to go.
All right, so we got everything bolted on. I'm just letting it warm up right now. Got the downpipe on there, got the wideband sensor in, and I also got the 90 on the oil feed, and the return is looking good. I also got the boost pipe made up for this side. I still need to redo it, but it'll work for now. And yeah, I think we're getting ready to take it for a drive, make sure everything's working right. Make sure the wideband is working.
See, yep, wideband is working great. So I think we're gonna take it around the block real quick, but I can't make a crazy amount of boost because there's still no wastegate. So if I get in it too hard, it will definitely overboost for sure. So
I do have to keep that in mind.
Dude, this pulls way faster. Oh yeah, dude. Way faster. You hear that turbo spool a lot better. Yeah. Pulling up to the local Wendy's.
It's been a long time since I've got fast food in the Wago. Yeah, can I just get a 4 for 4 with the junior bacon cheeseburger?
Yeah.
So we just got back from our little drive in Wago. Went and picked up some food, but she seems like she's running great. It definitely builds boost way faster, and it's missing a good amount of nuts on the manifold right there, and it's also missing a bolt on the turbo as well. And I think I still need to take the manifold and get it kind of resurfaced, sanded down on the head flange and on the T4 flange for the turbo. But I'll probably do that once I get the wastegate in, because I have to pull it off anyway to weld the wastegate on. But I bet those flanges are a little warped from welding it because I didn't clamp anything down. So it would be a good idea to get those sanded down like I did on the hatch when I did its manifold. And I also might do this flange right here on the downpipe. That might be a little warped as well. But other than that, she's running great. The manifold looks way better for sure. So much nicer than that old cast eBay manifold. So I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. Like I said, it's not completely done. Still need to get the wastegate put on, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. A few of you guys also wanted to know where I got everything to make this manifold and how much it costs to make it. So I'll go over that real quick. I got everything except for the head flange off siliconeintakes.com. So that includes all the 90s, all the straight, and the collector, all from Silicone Intakes. And I got the head flange from PRL Motorsports. So if you guys remember, we originally ordered a eBay head flange, but that one was kind of crappy. So I sent that one back and ordered the PRL, which is a much nicer head flange. And I have about $250, I'd say, in material. So I ordered 12 90s and about 2 feet of straight and the collector from Silicone Intakes. And that was about $190 for all that. And that's all Schedule 10 1.5-inch stainless tubing. And the head flange was about $50, I believe. So a little more with shipping. So about 240 to 250 bucks for all the material. And then I also did order the wastegate, like I said. And for the flange itself, it'd probably only be like 10 bucks for just the wastegate flange. But I ordered full wastegate with flanges off eBay for 50 bucks. So if you include that, I have about $300 total into this manifold with the price of a wastegate. So definitely not bad at all, considering a manifold like this would sell for probably honestly close to triple that. I mean, it might not be as high of quality as some online, but it's definitely not bad. So it's really nice to be able to kind of fabricate things on your own. Saved me a lot of money, and it's also really fun to make them, honestly. And then I can get the turbo exactly where I need it, specific for my car. So it is pretty nice to make manifolds on your own. But yeah, for those of you wondering kind of what went into that, there you go. And another reason I go with Silicone Intakes is they are pretty cheap, but they're also local to Colorado. So by the time they ship something, it will be here pretty much the next day. So that is another really good reason to go with them, or at least that's why I do go with them a lot, because they get material here really fast. But yeah, that's where we're at so far on the wagon. And as you guys know, I also did drop off the block for the minivan today to get it bored out to fit the new pistons that just came in. I think I said earlier in the video that I got it line honed, which I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say I was getting the sleeves bored. Line honed is something completely different that like involves you know, machining like for the crankshaft journal. So not getting it line honed, I was getting it board for the new pistons, so the piston to wall is correct and everything like that, because like I said, when we got it sleeved, there was no pistons to go along with it, so they didn't have anything to measure off of to hone it out for the pistons. So you want to wait till you have the pistons you know you're using before you bore it out, because if you go too much and the piston to wall clearance is too big, you're kind of screwed and kind of have to bore it over and get a bigger piston. But yeah, that should be done hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. And once that's done, I'll have everything ready to put the bottom end together for the minivan. I do want to get the crank balanced, or just check that it's not bent or anything like that. Tomorrow I might get it polished as well, but that should be fast. I'll do that tomorrow after class, and then yeah, then I'll for sure have everything to put the bottom end together. One more thing I still need to order is some springs and retainers for the head so we can rev this thing up. It's still in the bag, but I want to get some springs and retainers, and then the head will be ready to go on. And then we'll probably dick around with this thing in the next couple days, and pull the motor pretty soon and start swapping the H22 in there. So this will be coming up here very soon, because now that the pistons came in, that was like the main thing we needed. So the minivan project is gonna be starting very soon. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Nothing too exciting, just mainly finishing up some things on the wagon, but I'm really happy with where it has come. I still just need to finish the exhaust, put the front bumper back on, which I'll probably get lazy and not end up doing, at least probably not the full exhaust, because I kind of like having just the straight downpipe, and I don't have to worry about, it scraping everywhere because it is kind of low. But yeah, we'll see about that later. But Wago's doing pretty good right now. I'm just happy it's up and running again, and that new manifold looks sick. I'm super happy with how that came out. And yeah, definitely stay tuned, because we're gonna be ripping into the minivan soon, just like I said earlier. But yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna have some fun in the next couple months for sure, especially with that thing. I can't stress it enough. I'm super excited for the van, so it's gonna be so funny. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys, and as always, thanks for watching.